Before we proceed on with our video, do you sometimes worry about how you come across to other people and what they will think about you? Do you find certain everyday social situations so anxiety provoking that they are distressing for you? Do this concern lead you to avoid social situations to a degree that interferes with the life you wanted to live? If so, you may find it helpful to walk through this video.
Hello everyone, my name is Alzo Wusik.
I am Boss John,
We are students here at University of Goroka
registered under the course Education Psychology.
under the supervision of Mr. John Agoya and Miss Eva. Today we are going to look at social anxiety.
And some of the situations that trigger social anxiety, some of the common causes and risk factors involved with social anxiety, some of the common symptoms and effects on a daily basis of life, and we're going to propose some of the ways that will reduce down the social anxiety in our lives.
Without further delay, let's define social anxiety. But before that, let's define anxiety.
Anxiety talks about the feeling of nervousness or unease, typically with imminent events or something with an uncertain outcome. And when dealing or talking with social anxiety, that worry or nervousness is primarily being focused in social situations. Social anxiety is also called social phobia. It is an anxiety disorder characterized by intense fear of judgment or embarrassed in every social situation. Study done by Spain's and Raves 2016 stated that people with social disorder often experiences excessive worries about being judged or scrutinized by others, and so they avoid social situations at all. This social disorder can impact daily life functioning and negatively affect the quality of life in a daily basis. They may experience social anxiety in many areas of life, such as at school, doing school activities, or in the classroom, interacting with teachers and students, or at the parties or some other social gatherings, such as public speaking and other events. Social anxiety can be experienced in all those situations.
Who is most affected by social anxiety? According to Jennifer and Kessler, 2020 stated that social anxiety affects most of the population around the globe, especially the younger generation from the age range from 16 to 29. Basically, it means that most of the generations in the world are affected by social anxiety, particularly the younger generation.
Some of the common social situations where someone with social anxiety disorder may find it difficult or challenging are public speaking, one-on-one conversation, phone calls, or making job interviews, social gatherings, or sometimes meeting with new people in school places, work, or some other events. Fear of judgment when giving a presentation is one of the common fear. Someone with social anxiety usually a feeling overwhelmed in collaborating, maybe becomes stressful in speaking up. And so anxiety about group discussion, presentation, or asking questions due to fear may be appearing weak.
Causes and risk factors of social anxiety. According to a study conducted by World Health Organization, as of 2019, 301 million population in the world lived with social anxiety disorder, including 58 million children and adolescents. There are three major factors that contribute to the cause of social anxiety. They are biological factor, environmental factor, and physical factor. Each of these influences contribute to the development and persistence of anxiety in social situations. One, biological factors. We looked at genetic predisposition. When we talk about genetic predispositions, studies suggest that social anxiety has a heredity component, which twin study indicating that genetic factors account for 30 to 40% of the disorder development. Research done by Jennifer and Junger 2020 state that a possible cause of social anxiety is genetics. As individuals with a family history of anxiety disorder may be more likely to develop social anxiety, meaning to say that children attach with their family, and when their parents have social anxiety or going through social anxiety, they are most likely to be affected.
The second one is the environmental factors. Environmental influences plays a crucial role in shaping social anxiety, particularly during childhood. Individuals who experience bullying in school often develop social anxiety due to repeated exposure to humiliation and rejection. For example, a child who is frequently mocked for their speech may develop a fear of speaking in public.
Third one is psychological factors. Psychological influences shape how individuals perceive and respond to social interaction. People with social anxiety often engage in catastrophic thinking, assuming that worst possible outcomes affect social situation. For instance, they may believe that stumbling over words will lead to complete social rejection.
Some common symptoms of social anxiety. There are four common symptoms of social anxiety which people with social anxiety usually face. They are cognitive, behavioral, physiological or physical, and emotional symptoms. Cognitive symptoms are symptoms that hinder a personal mental process and focus them to think the same thought patterns, which further leads to anxiety, extreme fear or worry. Individuals with social anxiety may constantly think of worst case scenarios of any situations and ruminate about them throughout the day, which could hinder their thinking capacity, and as a result, they are unable to concentrate on the task at hand.
Behavioral science. Behavioral symptoms of social anxiety in persons suffer because of an underlying psychological condition. These are often observed in a person's manner, behavior, and overall emotional state. Social anxiety causes people to avoid eye contact, social situation, and overall situation, place they perceive as stressful. For fear of being judged and criticized, people with social anxiety tend to avoid social events like parties, get together, or small gatherings. They may not engage in conversation, partake in any group activity, and sideline themselves from any of the above situation.
The physical symptoms or the signs of social anxiety are those which are typically experienced before, during, and after social situations. Usually, sensitizations typically experienced during the fight. A flight response includes repeat heartbeat or feeling breathless. People with social anxiety often feel like their heart is pounding so loud that it might explode.
Emotional symptoms of social anxiety refer to persons' inner emotions, experience often distressing, that arise in any situation or social situation they are uncomfortable in. Social anxiety makes people feel guilt over things, situation they have no control over.
Effects of social anxiety on a daily basis of life. Social anxiety may rob you of the joy of life by disturbing your daily routines, making it almost impossible for you to engage in daily social activities like enjoying the company of people, meeting new friends, or attending schools or works or other parties. There are some ways in which social anxiety can affect you. Whether at school or work, both of these settings demand high social interactions, from doing group activities to presenting in class or talking with your boss and co-workers. Everything requires social participation, which can be challenging for someone with social anxiety. For example, you were assigned to be the team leader to present a project proposal that could potentially get you a promotion. But because of the social anxiety, you fear public speaking and being judged. You perceive your boss will criticize and embarrass you in front of the team. So you ditch the meeting. Due to your fear of social interactions, you will have limited ability to interact with others, resulting in low productivity and hindering opportunities for academic and professional development. Avoiding social interactions will limit your opportunities to explore the world. It will cost you happiness and freedom from personal growth, life adventures, and career development. The loss of connection between people and the outside world draws loneliness and isolation, which can then lead to depression.
Anyway, now we are going to look at some of the solution or ways that can help reduce social anxiety. 1. Medical treatment. While it is important to timely intervene and get social anxiety diagnosed on time, it is equally important to consult a professional and seek treatment option. Cognitive behavioral therapy, CBT, is the most recommended psychological approach helping individuals identifying and change negative through patterns and behavior. In cognitive restructuring, you work with healthcare provider to find the source of your negative thought patterns. Then you explore ways to reduce your thoughts so that can help take another path. This may help reduce the impact and frequency of negative thoughts. The other medical treatment is exposure therapy, a form of cognitive behavioral theory, CBT, gradually expose people to feared social situations to reduce anxiety over time.
Apart from the medical treatment, there are some other ways which we can do to contribute to assist the social anxiety disorder. Peer support programs, encouraging students to form small peer groups where they can discuss their anxieties in a safe and supportive environment. This fosters a sense of belonging and reduce isolation. Teacher training on anxiety awareness. Provide educators with training on recognizing signs of social anxiety and equipping them with strategies to support affected students. Collaborating with local leaders and elders to integrate traditional coping mechanisms into the curriculum ensures that interventions align with cultural values. Number 4 is the gradual exposure techniques. Encouraging students to participate in classroom discussions and activities in small, manageable steps to build confidence over time. Encouraging students to participate in classroom discussions through structure, low-stress activities such as small groups, presentation before transitioning to larger audience. To conclude, social anxiety is one of the greatest social disorder that is affecting the lives of many people, from children up to the adults or even the very old people. It has affected the student work, it has affected the public servants in their workplaces, it has affected teachers and students learning in the classroom, to a point where people, they may have the creative potentials in them or the ability, the skills within, but the fear of being judged by someone, the fear of being judged by the audience becomes the greater part in their lives that leads to so many isolations. Therefore, this video provides you some of the ways which you can do to overcome social anxiety in your life. With that, thank you for watching. And if you find this video helpful to you, please do not forget to like, share, and leave a comment in the comment section below. And most importantly, do not forget to subscribe on our channel for more video like this. Thank you.